I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's good? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC, in the building. Shout out to April MC. Shout out to June Sports, Lowale, or whatever your name is. Duke Alex, shout out to you. Who else we got up here? Monogamous Player. Shout out to Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to, who else we got up in here? Shout out to Studio Horror Music in the building, Martavius, Chris in the chat, Mike Larry, Corey 2S, what's going on? Kid Frankie in the building, C Miss in the building, Dylon in the building, what's going on with you? Shout out to, who else we got up in here? White Jasper in the building. Shout out to you, man. Kobe Lean is up in the building. I don't give a fuck up in the building. Let's make it happen. So, real quick, remember guys, you got like what today and like 4 more days left, I think, for the sale. So let me just put this commercial on real quick. Let's go.
The dating game sucks for you, doesn't it? I know. And the reason why it sucks is because there's certain things that you don't know about women and dating. And this is why you should get my new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you one big mistake you're making on the first date that puts you directly in the friend zone. I'm going to talk about texting mistakes you're making to turn women off. And I'm also going to teach you how to be the sexually attractive guy that women want to hook up with and or be in a long-term relationship with, and much more. Now, in this program, I have my lady, April MC, and she's going to be telling you the truth from a woman's perspective about what makes a woman attracted to you. All right, so make sure that you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy of this audio program, and it's on sale from now up until March 15th. Okay, so make sure you go to shoplocario.com and get your copy today. And that's pretty much it, and I'm out of here, guys. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah, so remember guys, y'all have up until now. You have from now up until March 15th to get this program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women, Hidden Gems about dating you don't know. So make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com and get that stuff. So before you begin with all the things, make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. Get your soap. Get your masculine identity soap. Get the parfum. Get the shea butter. Get all that good stuff. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that and get that going. Also, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com /Mr. Locario. We just posted up the new Bad Boy Show episode. We just posted up the new Bad Boy Show episode on the Patreon right now. So if you go to patreon.com right now, you're going to see the new Bad Boy Show. I just uploaded it before the show. And the new Bad Boy Show is called Trying to Please Women Will Make You Resent and Hate Them. Oh, the game is so heavy, and I'm telling y'all need to listen to this program ASAP. Like, soon as y'all get off with me on here, pause. You guys need to go to patreon.com /Mr. Locario and listen to this program. Trying to Please Women Will Make You Resent and Hate Them. This is why a lot of, for example, the guys in the red pill and the black pill and all these dudes be, like feeling some type of way about chicks. So make sure you guys go to patreon.com /Mr. Locario to get that cracking. Also, make sure you guys go to masculineidenitymembership.com so you guys can join the Masculine Identity Membership with Miles, so you can get on the Zoom calls every Monday. And go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials. And right now on the Bad Boy Membership, we have the program Women Come and Go, How to Stay Emotionally Unshaken When She Walks Away. So make sure that you get that going. Make sure that you get that going. And last but not least, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. Make sure you do it. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com.
Do it
and make that shit happen. Like I said right here, you can get what men wish they knew about women. I'm telling you, the product is fire. And we got already 9 5-star reviews. All 5-star reviews. So make sure you guys go and check this out. And remember, it's on sale until the 15th, and the price is going to go up after the 15th. So make sure you guys do that. Also, get the online dating consultation with myself in April.
Do it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Just do it.
Make sure you do that. Step up your online dating game. And also get all the other products on shoplocario.com, the massive game collection, master the vetting process, how to have sex 2 women a day ebook, audiobook, Looks Don't Matter ebook. All the stuff is on here at shoplocario.com. Make sure you guys go and get that. All of it is fire. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys go and get that cracking. All right. So now let's get into today's topic, man. Today's topic is very important. If you guys want to call in, call the number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your questions at the end and make that happen. All right. So now, today we're talking about why dating is secretly easier. You feel what I'm saying? Why dating today is easier. So, a lot of people say that dating in today's age is hard. A lot of guys are talking about, I'm giving up on dating. I'm quitting dating, man. I'm done with dating. Dating is dead and all this other crazy shit, right? But what you don't understand is dating today is easy. It's the easiest it's ever been. And I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why and how you can take advantage of the dating game today. Because see, if you go on the internet right now, let me see if I could do this. I want to show you guys something. Let me go to YouTube real quick. And then let me see if I type in, I'm going to type in men giving up on dating. Men giving up on dating. Let's see what we get here. Because I want y'all to see how bad it is. You feel what I'm saying? Let me bring this up real quick because this shit is like so sad. So let's see what we got here. Let's the first thing that pops up. Why so many men are giving up on dating. This is why young men have given up on dating, why men are giving up on dating in 2025, why millions of men are vanishing from society. Women learned the hard way that men quit the dating circus. Gen Z's giving up on marriage and dating. Men are quitting dating. The data explains. See, all of this stuff of all these guys are like, I'm quitting. Men giving up on dating and marriage. Why 60% of men give up on women. It's disgusting. It's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? It is crazy out here. So now this is why I'm here to teach you guys, to not be a loser. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can do so that you will have an advantage in this dating game. Because I'm telling you, this shit is so simple. It's ridiculous. Like, there should be nobody complaining, especially guys. I can understand women because, women, they're confused because they don't understand that, they have to be likable in order for a guy to want to continue to fuck with them. But for a lot of you guys out there, it's unfortunate because y'all don't understand the power you have right now in today's dating game. But we're going to get into this. We're going to jump into this, right? So I'm going to go 1 through 5. And then this is in no order of importance, but we're going to go 1 through 5. And we are going to talk about what's popping off and why dating is so easy, right? So number 1, the first reason why dating today is secretly easier is because men are not approaching. Now, let me say this. Men generally were scared to approach just in general, right? So men weren't approaching that much to begin with, but men who were approaching are not approaching anymore as much as they were, even though they weren't doing it as much before. So now what does that mean? That means that a lot of women are going through their daily lives without guys approaching them. A lot of guys are not even going to these singles events, as you guys have probably heard, right? So women are starving for a man to approach them, right? So since men are not approaching, then the reason why dating will be easier for you is that all you got to do is fill that void. You fill the gap. So if a lot of these dudes are not approaching, but you're approaching, what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to say it again. If a lot of guys are not approaching, but you start approaching, right? What do you think is going to happen? What's going to happen is that you could be the first dude who's approached a woman in months. You understand what I'm saying? And then some of these women that you approach are going to be women who are going to be what? Attracted to you. So remember, a lot of these dudes are not actually taking action out here. So because they're not taking action, if you take action, shit is going to be easier for you because you're going to be one of the few motherfuckers actually out there making this shit happen. You see what I'm saying? But see, the problem is that when you're a guy who is very negative and you think low of yourself and you're like, oh, these girls don't like me. They don't want to fuck with me. I'm too ugly. I'm too short. I don't got enough money, all this other stuff. And then you don't even bother. Right. And so what happens is that if you're actually out here approaching chicks and interacting with women, you're actually going to these events, meeting women, you're actually making these things happen. Then what's going to happen is it's going to be easier for you to make shit go down because you're the one being active. You understand? You're the one being active. And so because you're being active, then what happens is that you are interacting with a lot of different women who are not getting the experience of dudes consistently trying to holler at them. So then what happens is that when you're interacting with these women, since they're thirsty for those experiences, then they're going to be more open to your approach. Now, this is the thing. If you know how to talk to women and have a conversation and you have some confidence, right, then you should be good. See, the problem is that there's a lot of guys who they're insecure. They don't know what to say when they approach women. And so this is why a lot of times, they feel some type of way about the idea of approaching women, because they're like, well, these chicks don't fuck with me like that. And I keep getting rejected and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, guys got to understand that every dude is going to get rejected. Like, that's a given. It's going to be a given that a woman is going to say no to you or that she's not interested. That's a given. So, so if guys are like worried about that bullshit, you're wasting your fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that because guys are not approaching like that, right? And most guys are never approaching at all or have never even been doing it. There's a huge void to be filled, and you can do that shit. You can do that shit. You see what I'm saying? And so just off the strength of you approaching the woman, in some cases, that'll be enough for her to even be like, oh shit, I got to see what this is about. Because imagine you got a chick who hasn't been approached in months, and then you approach her. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that you guys are missing out on making shit happen because you're scared just like the rest of the guys. So what you want to do is you don't want to be like the rest of the guys. You want to make sure that you are being you and going after what you want, and you should go out there and approach those women you want to talk to. It's really that simple. And that's going to make shit easier for you, because these women are thirsty for dudes to come through and make that shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let's move on to number 2. We're going to talk about the second thing about why dating is easier. And I keep trying to tell y'all this on every show. The reason why dating today is secretly easier is because you can get hundreds of women online. Oh my goodness, listen. The first time in history, this thing right here connects you to hundreds, thousands of women at your fingertips. You understand? But see, they're gonna say, Locario, but bro, these dating apps suck, bro. The dating game is rigged. The online dating just doesn't work. But listen, I got the solution for you right here, though. Listen, I got you, right? See, check this out. This is the secret sauce right here. So what you do is you go to Google, and then you go to shoplocario.com, and you click on the online dating consultation so that you can get shit cracking out here in these streets. And see, this is just one part of it, because, right now I'm just talking about online dating, the online dating apps. There's hundreds and thousands of women you can get on these online dating apps. But see, it's going to be easy for you if you know what the fuck you're doing. The reason why it's not easy is because you don't know what you're doing. Because I can hear dudes now, oh, but Locario dating apps is rigged and it's bullshit and blah, blah, blah. No, it's because you don't know what you're doing. When you know what you're doing, this shit is easy. Matter of fact, this is how easy it is. If you know what the fuck you're doing on dating apps, in most cases, you don't even need to go and approach women. You understand what I'm saying? So for all you guys who are scared to approach women, understand, if you know what to do on dating apps, you wouldn't even need to approach women in the street. You wouldn't even need to go out to an event and holler at a chick, because you just be on here all day setting up dates all week. So for those of you who don't even want to approach women, you can be online. Now, I suggest you do all of it, like go online, holler at some chicks, go outside, holler at some chicks and all that. But what I'm saying is that when you know how to do online dating correctly and you start getting matches, right? Like, for example, if you're actually doing online dating correctly, right, you should be getting at least, and I'm not being ridiculous here, but if you're doing online dating correctly, and how we teach you when you do the online dating consultation, you should be getting at least 20 to 25 matches a day, at least. You feel what I'm saying? So imagine you get at least 20 to 25 matches a day. So let's go on the lower end. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do 20 times 7 days a week. That's 140 matches a week. Times 4, which is a month. So you got over 500 matches a month. So 560 matches a month. So let's say that out of the 560, right? Let's say you get, let's see, 0.0. Let's say you get like 5% of those on a date. That's like 28 women on a date. Imagine in a month, you're able to set up 28 dates. Let's just say half of them flake. Divide that by 2. 14. So let's say in a month, you go on 14 dates. Guys, how easy this, oh my goodness, it's just disgusting how easy this is. It's just disgusting. You understand what I'm saying? It's just disgusting. But see, when you're, lazy and you don't actually apply yourself, then it's going to be hard for you out here in these streets. You're going to be one of these guys on the internet talking about, I give up on dating. The dating game is rigged. And check this out. Let me explain something to y'all. That whole idea of giving up on dating is a cope. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving up on dating. Ain't nobody giving up on fucking and hooking up and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody giving up on that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, because what's going to happen is that you're going to get horny and you're going to want to fuck. Right? So let's say you say, well, Locario, I'm not dating. I'm going to just like try to hook up with chicks. So if you could just hook up with chicks, then you would have. You see what I'm saying? Why haven't you? Right? And it's because what happens is that you don't realize that you can actually get shit cracking out here because it's easy. A lot of these guys on the internet who's like, oh, dating is so hard. Dating is rigged. Dating is dead. Men are giving up on dating. All this negative shit. It's because the vast majority of dudes don't have game. And because they don't have game, this is why this shit's going to be difficult for them. But what I'm telling you is that a lot of dudes don't see what's going on out here. Because let's say, for example, right? I was just talking about online dating. I didn't even talk about getting chicks on other platforms, social media platforms that's not even a dating app. So you can holler at chicks on fucking Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? All of those social media programs. So not only do you have dating apps, you got access to chicks on social media. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could go on TikTok, watch your chick's video on TikTok, and fucking send her a message on TikTok. It don't even need to be a woman who does videos. You can go and click on you can see a comment. You say, damn, that girl's, in her profile picture looks pretty cute. You go to her fucking page, click on her shit and send her a message. You see what I'm saying? You could be all up on the Instagram comments, hit up a chick, you click on the comment, go to her page, send her a message. Same thing with Facebook. They got Facebook groups. You could be in a Facebook group and holler at chicks. What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, imagine having all this access to women and you still can't get no fucking women. Terrible. Imagine you got access to hundreds, thousands of women. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, don't give it away. I know, right? I got to be careful. This is what I'm telling y'all. Guys, I got to get on this online dating consultation. Go to shoplocario.com. shoplocario.com and get on online dating consultation. Get that shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? But understand, you have a lot of people that's like, oh, the dating game is rigged. You know, the shit is so sad out here. And you know, it's like, bro, what are y'all talking about? Listen, your fucking phone has so many women. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? You should be able to just like fucking set shit up like you ordering pizza or some shit out here. This is crazy. So when you having all this trouble, you got to ask yourself, why am I having all this trouble when I have all this access to all these women? But Locario, you don't understand. You know, I'm not Chad. You know, I got to be 6'9", and I have to have a jawline, and I have to make 6 figures a year, right? That's what these guys think. Bruh, there's a lot of fucking women on the internet. See, I was talking about this on the Bad Boy show earlier. See, a lot of these dudes, what they do is they have this idea that, you know, they're just like some regular average loser. And all these women are just like perfect, beautiful angels. And these beautiful angels only want the guy who's 6'7". And that's just how it goes. Because Locario, you don't understand. You gotta come to the black pill, bro. It's all about jawlines and height. Right? So what you guys don't understand is they're like, oh, but Locario, these Instagram baddies, I can't hit her up on Instagram. She got like, you know, 500,000 followers. So my question to you is, why are you focused on that one chick who has 500,000 followers when you can click on this other girl's profile who's cute and she got fucking 50 followers and 4 posts, and she probably has no DMs, and you can hit her up in the DM and holler at her or go on her Facebook or whatever it is like that. Why can't you do that? Hit the chick up on TikTok. Why can't you do that? You see what I'm saying? But again, you guys gotta have this game. Now let's move on to number 3. Let's move on to the third way dating today is secretly easier. And the reason why dating is secretly easier today, and number 3 is society is more open to women being promiscuous. Society is way more open to women being promiscuous. So, hookup culture. So you guys want to meet up with women and hook up? We got hookup culture. So if we got hookup culture, why are you guys not hooking up? Why are you not fucking out? Why are you not meeting women and fucking? When women, they go on these dating apps, you meet these girls at these parties, events, or whatever, and these chicks are ready to fuck. But Locario, you don't understand, bro. She's not going to want to fuck me. I'm not Chad, right? See, you have so many women out here who want to get it cracking. Now, this is the problem. This is why it's hard for most guys. The reason why it's hard for most guys is because most guys are not sexually appealing. And most guys are not sexually appealing because they tiptoe around women and they're scared to be sexual. But the reason why they're scared to be sexual is because they think that a woman is going to be offended. The girl's not going to want to have sex with them. He thinks she's going to reject him anyway, all those different things, right? But what I'm saying is society is way more with the whole entire thing of women being permitted. It's not like it's some thing that women they got to hide and be ashamed of and all this other stuff. Now, you still have motherfuckers talking about body counts and, you know, all that other stupid shit and, you know, slut shaming and all that other stuff. But what I'm saying is that the atmosphere lends itself to casual situations going down, right? You got all this OnlyFans stuff. You got, Instagram models showing off their ass. Like, it's become more normalized and mainstream. You see what I'm saying? So the issue is that when you meet these women, you are the one choosing not to flirt and build sexual tension. That's on you. And that's why you're having a hard time getting sex and making sex happen with women. Because you're choosing not to flirt and build sexual tension, which means you are choosing not to create a scenario and a situation for sex to happen. And that's why it's hard for you to get casual sex. You understand? Because the women are ready to make it happen. You just have to lead the situation. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it's easier today, because right now, women are out here trying to get it cracking. They trying to bust it open. You feel what I'm saying? These women are trying to get shit popping now. But see, remember, a lot of guys on the internet are losers, guys who don't believe in themselves, guys who have insecurities. So, they don't understand any of this type of shit. See, they're looking at it like there's, these good girls over here and then these sluts over here. And, I want this good girl who is going to be wifey material or whatever the fuck they talking about. And so they're saying the dating game sucks because, all these women have high body counts and they can't pair bond and blah, 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 and red pill this and all that other nonsense. And so they go in that direction. Right? But what I'm telling you is it's so easy because women are trying to get down. Like, for example, like there's dating apps out right now that you can subscribe to where the theme of the app is hooking up. And we talk about this when we do the consultation, which you guys can get at shoplocario.com. But there are apps designed for women who are looking for one-night stands, looking for hookups, casual situations. What are we talking about here? You see what I'm saying? They're on there looking for this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like you can go on a regular app and just looking for the chicks that are looking for short-term, open to long-term. They'll sell you in the bio, they're looking for something casual. Like I'm telling you, they are there. But again, the reason why dudes complain about the game is because what happens is that these guys are weak, meaning, I don't want to approach girls because I approached 3 girls and they all rejected me. And so, approaching doesn't work. I don't want to do online dating because I did online dating once and I did like 10 swipes and I didn't get any matches. So online dating sucks. I was out with this girl that I was really attracted to, and I took her out on 3 extravagant dates, and she said that she just wanted to be friends, but I was trying to hook up. You see what I'm saying? So dudes be doing shit all the way wrong, and they want to give up on dating. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Ridiculous. But what I'm telling you is that these chicks are out here looking for dick and trying to fuck. It's really that simple. Now, let's move on to number 4. 4th reason why dating today is secretly easier. And this is just for all you guys who want girlfriends and shit, right? The reason why it's easier is because if you want a girlfriend, all you have to do is be consistent. That's it. That's it. For all you guys who want a girlfriend, want a wife one day, all that other shit, It's so simple. All you need to do is be consistent, right? You vet the woman. You're being consistent. So if you meet a chick and y'all, hooking up, y'all seeing each other, all you got to do is be consistent with it. You vet that girl for 12 to 18 months. You're being consistent with it, right? Because the more the woman sees you being consistent, the more she is getting emotionally attached to that and wants to keep it going. So you choose which chick you want to be consistent with as far as keeping something going over time. And you got to understand that most women, the hardest thing for them to get is a guy who is consistent, because they'll meet guys, it'll fizzle out. They'll meet guys, they'll hook up with them, the shit don't go nowhere. They'll meet guys, the fucking vibe isn't there. It's not compatible. So a woman's, biggest thing that she's having difficulty with is finding a guy she likes that likes her back. So now, if you are interested in this woman and she's interested in you, all you have to do is be consistent. And eventually, when you vet her and she's on point, that will become your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? You guys don't understand how simple this is. Women are thirsty for long-term relationships, for companionship. They're thirsty for that shit. So if you meet a woman and she's feeling you and you're feeling her and you're consistent with her and she's being consistent right back and she's being cooperative over an extended period of time, then you just work that shit out and that becomes your girl. But it all starts with you. You see what I'm saying? It all starts with you. Like, you can have your pick. Like, let's say, for example, you out here meeting different girls, dating and all this other stuff. And let's say you have 3 chicks that you smashing right now, right? And so those are 3 chicks that one of them could potentially be your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? And let's say one falls off. Now you got 2 left. And then what happens is that you got 2 chicks to choose from. And all you got to do is keep being consistent. It's really that simple. It is really that simple. Man. But I'm telling you, a lot of guys, when they have this mentality of, oh man, the dating game is rigged. The dating game sucks. I can't, it's terrible. So now let me go to the last one. So we're on number 5. So we get into the last joint. And guys, if you want to call up, 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So now, the 5th way that dating today is secretly easier is because you stand out when you have game. You stand out when you have game. See, what happens is this. The reason why it's hard for most guys in the dating game and guys are giving up and all this other shit, it's because most of these guys are average. When you're average, you don't stand out. You understand? You don't stand out. And so when you have game, you stand out, which means you are more attractive than the average guy. And if you're more attractive than the average guy, who do you think the game is going to be easier for? You or the average guy? The answer is you. So a lot of times when you hear these guys complain and bitch and moan and all this other stuff, they're talking like that because they're the average guy who has no game. It's really that simple. See, when you have game, what happens is that the game is easy because you know what to do. You know what to look out for, right? You know to continue this because this is going to be beneficial to you. And you know to stop this and charge it to the game because it's not beneficial for you, right? You can tell when a woman is trying to play you. So then you immediately stop fucking with her so that you don't spend any more time, energy, and money on this woman who you're going to find out later is on some bullshit. When you have game, you can easily spot when a woman is highly interested in you. So when you're on that first date, right, and you're attracted to that woman on the first date, right, then you will know how to sleep with that woman in less than an hour. You understand? Which you can get this program on Bad Boy Membership. So when you have game, what's going to happen is that the dating game is going to be easier for you because you have an understanding that other motherfuckers don't. Right? You're going to encounter women who are going to be highly interested in you, which is going to give you the blueprint of what you should be looking for when you're dealing with other women. See, when you don't have game, the game is going to be very, very hard. It's going to suck. Listen, see, I understand a lot of these dudes where they're frustrated because, yes, the game is going to suck for you when you have no game. The dating game is going to be terrible when you don't have game. You understand? It's going to be horrible, horrific, tragic. You understand what I'm saying? So, of course, dudes is like, I'm giving up. See, you got to give up because that's the only thing left to do. You feel what I'm saying? It's the only thing left to do. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that the problem is that a lot of these guys, the reason why they're saying they're giving up on dating is rigged, dating is dead, dating is hard, all this other shit, it all stems from them not having any game. That's it. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. See, because this is the thing. When you have game, right, what you're going to do is this. You're going to understand patterns. You're going to be able to predict your outcomes with women, which you can also get at badboymembership.com. See, when you understand those patterns, then you say, you know what? I noticed that when I do this and I add this, then I usually get this outcome. Right? So if I taught you how to count and how to add, right? And I say, hey, you take 2, you add 2, and you get 4. You understand what I'm saying? You take 2, you add 2, then you get 4. Now, you might say, Locario, but that's easy. Everybody knows 2 + 2 is 4. No, it's easy because you know math. So when you have this and you add that and you get this particular outcome, it's easy because you have game. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. See, the reason why dudes is bitching and moaning about the dating game and all the dating game is rigged and I got to go overseas, I'm going to be a passport bro and all this other stuff, it's because they don't understand the game. Just like if you didn't understand math, you would say 2 + 2 is 76. You wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then when you don't get 100 on your math test, you're like, oh, the math game is rigged. Math is so hard. It's not hard. You just don't know how to add. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how to add. I'm just like, I don't understand why you guys, I'll tell y'all, once you understand this and know this, that's when it's easy. See, imagine if you were to go on your phone and you know what to say and how to talk to women online to get them offline to meet you in person, that means that you have millions of women that you can hit up to get to meet you in person. Right? So how hard is this to go in here to get one woman to meet you in person? You see what I'm saying? But see, what dudes like to do is they like to say the dating game is rigged, the dating game is hard, as if they're not the problem. See, when you say things like that, oh, I'm giving up on dating, dating sucks, and dating is dead, and it's dating's fault, and you know, you're taking responsibility away from yourself. That's what it is. That's what it is. That is what it is. But I'm telling you, it's crazy because there's so many, you know, people on the internet, you know, especially on YouTube, who's talking about, you know, men giving up on dating and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what one of these videos might be saying on these videos. I'm gonna pick a random video and be like, why are these guys giving up on dating though? You feel what I'm saying? Let's see what they're talking about. Let's see what this guy's talking about. Oh, let me pull. I'm just pulling up a random video just to see what these guys talking about. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking about in these dating streets about how hard it is to date. So this is from this channel called GW, and the title is Attractive Good Guys Are Giving Up on Dating. Let's see what he's talking about real quick.
What's going on, brothers? Thank you all for tuning in. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be a good one. So grab your popcorn and hang out with me towards the end so we can get this message out there, because I think it's a very important one. I think a lot of guys will probably agree with this. And as you can see by the title, you're probably here because you agree, or maybe you're simply curious about what is going on, right? And whether you agree or not, whether you understand or not, the fact is that this phenomenon, this occurrence is becoming more and more common. And I think that's very dangerous for humanity. And that problem is that cool, attractive, fun, good guys are giving up on dating. That's not good. Why is that not good? Because we need good guys and good women to repopulate this earth. Okay, at the biggest picture level. But why is this happening? Right? You're a good guy. You've self-improved. You've worked. You have your skincare. You have your gym routine. You got your diet in check. You have a stable job. You're funny. You have friends. Why are you struggling in the dating market when you have everything down pat? Everything that they've taught you would bring you success with women. I bet.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of guys, and me and Steve talked about this on a show the other day, is that a lot of these dudes think that all of the things that they're doing, like I got a good job, I make good money, I fucking help old ladies cross the street, right? I do my homework, I pay my taxes. Like a lot of guys think that they're entitled to women because they're good dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Being a good guy isn't what makes you sexually attractive. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make you sexually attractive. What makes you sexually attractive is if you have sex appeal. And you have sex appeal based on your look, appearance, and behavior. But key thing on behavior. But let me see a little bit more what you have to say.
Your grandma thinks you're drowning in women, but you're not. It's not because you're not attractive. It's not because, you're short. It's not why you think. And attractive, good men are giving up on dating because they look over at Tyler, they look over at Tyrone, They look over at the guy without the job. They look over at the drug dealer at the bar. They look over at the trust fund kid, or they look over at the loser at the local scene, and this guy has the girls. So maybe this girlfriend is not the goal that he thinks it is. If the loser, if the lowlife, if the drug dealer is the one getting the girls, then maybe it's not the status symbol, or it's not the goal that it's been portrayed as.
And see, the reason why the quote unquote loser, drug dealer, whoever guy gets the woman is because what most of these guys don't understand, and this is why a lot of guys give up on dating, because a lot of guys, they think that, okay, if I'm a good dude who does all these quote unquote things right, then women should want me, because women are saying they want a nice guy that's going to treat them with respect, so forth and so on. Right? But what happens is that they are that guy and they're still not attracting women. So then they say, well, there's something wrong with dating, so I'm giving up on this because I'm doing all the right things and then I'm not able to actually make anything happen. But the problem is that the reason why shit is not happening is because they think that the things that they're doing are the things that make them attractive. But the things that they're doing is not anything that's making them sexually appealing to women. They're just doing shit. And they're doing shit based on what society has taught them to do. And they're listening to society, they're listening to women, and they're not actually paying attention to who they are. They're not paying attention to their masculine identity. Shout out to Miles. You feel what I'm saying? But let me see another video on here. I'm just gonna pick another random thing that one of these motherfuckers is talking about here. Wait, I gotta see this.
What is up, guys? So this video is not meant to make you feel good. It's not meant to motivate you. It's none of that self-improvement bullshit. This is actually the truth about the dating game, okay? So if you're somebody who is very easily hurt by information, who cannot handle hard truths, please click off this video. It's not for you.
Okay, so we're about to hear the truth about the dating game. We're gonna hear the truth about the dating game because I'm curious. I want to learn what the truth is. Let's go.
If you're somebody who is intelligent and wants to understand the broader implications of what's happening in the dating world right now, then stay tuned because I think this video is going to be a perfect explanation. So without further ado, in this video, we're going to be talking about dating from the lens of game theory. I was inspired to make this video after I saw Professor Jiang's lecture where he uses game theory to pretty much accurately predict future geopolitical events. And for those of you who don't know what game theory is, it's basically a branch of math and economics which studies why and how people make certain decisions. Game theory universally applies to any topic, especially in dating, because dating is one of these things where everyone's self-interest gets in the way of them making the best decision for everybody. So I think it's a perfect case study. And while people think that dating is all about love and connection and emotions, unfortunately, at the root of it all is transaction and self-interest. So in game theory, there are three basic components. We have the players of the game, we have the strategies that they adopt, and we have the incentives, the things that make them do what they do, right? The payoff. So the players are basically people with stakes in the game. In this case, we're looking at men and women. These are the people who make the decisions, and these are the people who are affected by the outcomes of the game, right? And then the strategy is essentially just how players choose to behave in the game, what they do. So for example, if you're going to start cold approaching, that is a strategy. Another strategy that women adopt is a dual mating strategy, which we're going to talk about later. So yeah, strategy is basically what you do. And then you have your incentives, which is the most important part. This is the motivation people have to play the game, right? This is what makes them choose to do certain things over others. And the root of all dating conflicts, like the reason we have problems in the dating market right now, it can all be traced back to this very, very important thing, which is that men and women both have very different incentives. We don't.
It's funny because you say that because I caught that too. You said best decision for everybody. Shouldn't it be the best decision for yourself? Exactly. He said, oh, you know, to make the best decision for everybody. But let's continue. Let's see what he's talking about. Because he looks like he did a lot of research here. I want to see what he's saying.
Want the same things, because if we wanted the same things, then everything would be good. There would be social cohesion. Everybody would find a partner. Everybody would be happy. Families would be being made. But that's not what's going on right now, right? So this leads us to the conclusion that men and women have very different incentives and very different concepts of what is winning when it comes to dating. So let's talk about parental investment theory. I believe that this is the best framework to understand why men and women have different incentives and why they do the things they do. So this theory basically says that the sex that invests more biologically in reproduction becomes more selective, and the lower investing sex competes for more access. So now we have to ask ourselves, which sex invests more biologically? Well, Let's look at it this way. Women historically invest far more in reproduction than men because of pregnancy, right? They're pregnant for 9 months. Childbirth risks. Before modern technology was invented, there were severe risks with giving birth, right? The woman could die, there could be a miscarriage, etc. Breastfeeding, higher minimum parental care, higher biological costs. So evolutionarily speaking, women are investing far more in the offspring, which means they have a lot more to lose by picking the wrong partner. So let's look at what men want now, right? Since men are the lower investing sex, they can impregnate as many women as possible theoretically. They're not really biologically bound to the child. So the only incentive men have from a biological and evolutionary perspective is to reproduce with as many women as possible, increase their sexual variety, right? So have a lot of options, and then short-term dating, right? They just want to basically nut, hit, and quit. Now, I know a lot of you may be nodding your heads in disapproval thinking, that's not what men want, or, that's not what men should want. But remember, we're just talking about evolution here. We're just talking about their biological incentives. You have autonomy to go against your biological incentives should you have the discipline and the mental fortitude to do it. It's been done before. I'm not saying that, just because this is the nature of man, that everybody should just be polygamous and try to sleep around with as many women as possible. But this is just their natural incentive, right? When you
No, I think everyone should be polygamous and sleep with as many women as possible. So basically, what it looks like he's going to go into, and this is the thing, right? So a lot of what he's going to be saying, is things that people are talking about or saying. But it's really, really simple. This is a simple thing because he's basically saying that, women, since they carry the babies, there's more risk because they got to carry the seed and so forth and so on. Right now, this is really how simple the game is. See, the dating game, or I should say this, nature does not give a fuck about your dating life. All nature give a fuck about is creating more people, creating more things, like making things flow in that direction. So what happens is that a lot of times what women will do, right? Because he said that a woman's looking for the best guy to basically impregnate her. But what's the best guy? The best guy is not the guy who's the good guy. The best guy is the guy who is the most sexually attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So she wants to fuck the guy that has the best genes. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
don't have any of these moral or social constraints, this is going to be your nature for most guys, okay? So now let's look at what women want. Very simple. I don't think many people are going to debate this. It's pretty intuitive. Obviously, they wanted resources because raising children was resource intensive. They needed food, they needed protection, they needed social status, they needed long-term investment. And of course, they need protection because they're at their most vulnerable when they're raising a child or when they're pregnant. So all of these things make a lot of sense, of course. And now that we understand...
No. See, that's the thing. And so the reason why talking about these things is important because this correlates to why the dating game is so difficult for a lot of guys, right? It's difficult because, see, women don't necessarily want the guy with the resources. She needs to utilize the guy with the resources. You understand? So meaning, like, she wants the sexually attractive guy. She utilizes the guy with the resources. Now, if the sexually attractive guy also has resources, that's great. But what happens is she'll utilize the guy with the resources, but want to fuck the sexually attractive guy. So this is why when it comes to dating, a lot of guys, what they do is they get frustrated because they are the guy that the woman looks at as resource guy. So if you're resource guy, right, then that means, guess what? That means that you're the type of guy who a woman's going to take it slow with, the type of guy the woman's going to give the runaround to, the type of guy that the woman is going to settle for, the type of guy that is the woman's second choice, right? And that's why dating seems hard for a lot of dudes, because a lot of dudes are not the first choice. But a lot of dudes are not the first choice. Why? Because they don't have what? Game. Let's look at, we'll just look a little more of this because we got to wrap it up in a second.
What the incentives of both parties are, we can start to understand what the problem is, okay? The problem is that the female strategy is to be as selective as possible, to brutally filter for high quality partners, to look for investment, to look for commitment. Whereas the male strategy, lower standards, okay, you're not as selective, you seek sexual variety, you pursue all of the
Women, okay. Shout out to that's Justy's a secret game technique. Just a beer pour and she can't see you as a resource guy. See, again, there's this fallacy that women, want commitment, and women want the guy who has the guys, let me tell you, women don't want that shit. Women, okay. Check this out. Why do you think so many women are the ones who initiate divorce? It's because the women initiate divorce in a lot of cases because the guy they got married to, they didn't want him. But why did they utilize him? For resources. You understand? See, women like commitment as far as it being an idea. They like the concept of commitment because the concept of commitment creates the idea of security in a relationship. But who's going to give them the security? The most sexually attractive guy or the guy who isn't the most sexually attractive guy? See, the most sexually attractive guy is busy being sexually attractive, fucking all the women. The guy who is not the most sexually attractive guy, right? He's happy to have her. So now she gets with this guy, not because she wants to, but because she needs to, because she feels, okay, I need this guy to take care of me, spend this money, give me the resources if I have these kids. But the guy she really wants is the guy that she really wants to fuck with, which is the sexually attractive guy. I suggest you guys watch the show Sex Life on Netflix, first season. This is exactly what happened throughout the whole show. Woman is with her husband, good looking dude, has money, all that other shit, but she can't stop thinking about her ex. Why? Because her ex, she is sexually attracted to him. You understand? She's sexually attracted to that guy. All right, let me take this call real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. 513, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, how you doing? This is Jalen, age 29 for Cincinnati. I signed 10 the miles in the game.
All right, that's what's going on. What's popping?
Yeah, listening to the video so far, I'm hearing everything you're saying, and I did watch the Sex Life series that you're talking about. Still haven't seen season 2 or 3 yet.
Yeah, season 2 is horrible, but go ahead.
You're spot on with what you're saying right now, because in the Sex Life series, you see she got the how can I say, the quote unquote societal good life, right? She got the house, got the kids, picket fence, got the tall husband that goes and makes a lot of money. But she's fiending for this one dude who actually knows her sexually better than her husband ever does, right? So it seems in the show, from what I'm gathering, her marriage is like a routine. You know what I'm saying? It's a routine, whereas this other dude that she was, the white dude that she was messing with, right? It's like, it's a how can I say, it's a vacation of spontaneity where she can let her hair fall down and actually be herself. And her husband, guy, when they show the backstory of how they met, school and all that shit and whatnot, and he was just a good guy at the time, and she decided, fuck, lock him down now, so I'm not out here, just fucked up. But at the same time, she's enjoying her cake and eating it too when she meets this other dude.
No, that's a fact.
So it's like, with what he's saying right now with the guy in the video, or even the guy before that, when he said, good guys who are charming, got their finances together and all that, are losing to these drug dealers, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like they look at it as a routine. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like they look at it as a routine to where, okay, get this, get that, get this, and then I get a woman. Right. And that's how it's supposed to go. Because because as I mentioned in the comments, when you pinned my comment, that was me, by the way. When, like the guy said, what did I say before that?
When he was saying that it was good for everybody, or every, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they're not even, it seems like the situations that they get into, it seems like they're not motivated by themselves to get into it. They're motivated by the outside, how can I say, the outside standard of what the world has told them.
Right, exactly. Because this is the thing. So this is the uncomfortable truth that people don't want to understand, right? Is that, see, women don't actually want commitment. And understand what I'm saying when I say want, right? Women don't actually want a committed relationship and all that other shit. What women want is consistency that looks like security. You understand what I'm saying? That's what women want. Now, the issue though is the guys that women actually want, they can't usually get that from those guys. Why? Because those guys are sexually attractive to a lot of different women, and so it's hard to pin down those guys. So now what do women have to do? Now they have to get a guy that they can use for that consistency. And the guy they can use for the consistency is the less attractive guy, because he has less options than the sexually attractive guy. So what women essentially do is that women don't want commitment. Women want a guy they can use. You see what I'm saying? So now when they have the guy they can use, check this out. Once they have the guy they can use, when they're tired of using him, that's when they get what? The divorce. That's when they do the breakup. Because remember, they were never really fully invested in him emotionally from the beginning. He's just there to utilize for consistency, which is the security. But the guy she really wants is the guy she can't have. You see what I'm saying? So that's who she wants. See, it's really two types of guys that a woman's gonna run into: the guy she wants and the guy she uses. Those are the two motherfuckers that women date or interact with. It's the guy she wants and the guy she uses. What happens is that usually it's gonna be one or the other. Like, they may find a guy who is both, meaning the guy she wants but she also uses at the same time. But usually it's either the guy she wants, which she can't pin down, and then the guy she has to use. That's the dating game. You know what I'm saying?
And real quick, despite not being able to pin down the guy she actually wants, she's still grateful to have the actual time that she does get with him, the sexual experience and whatnot that comes with that. So regardless of her not being able to pin him down, that the secondary option of utilizing the other guy, that suits her for the moment, but she can still have access to the guy she really wants.
Right. And this is why, for example, when people are dating and shit, this is why women will say to the guy that she's using, let's wait. Let me get to know you more. Let's not rush this and blah, blah, blah.
Because she's vetting him to see how she can utilize.
Yes. And she's not sexually attracted to him like that, which is why she can hold off on the sex, and which is why if she does get married to that guy, this is why he's usually in a sexless marriage, or he's having sex once a month and all that other stuff, because she's married a guy that she don't really want. She's just using.
And when the guy is in that situation, that means that he mentally checked off all the boxes as far as like being gullible and being able to be suckered and shit like that. Exactly. Because he can be. Okay.
Exactly. And then that's why on the opposite end, the guy that she really wants, she has sex with him whenever he want to have sex. He'll call her to come through. They'll have sex. He'll kick her out right after, and she's all smiles. You see what I'm saying? Because she really wants that guy. And this is the thing. Because she wants that guy, she wants or she takes what she can get from that guy. So this is why a guy can just tell a girl to come over, she fucks him, and he kicks her out, and she's happy about it. Why? Because she's grateful to have any piece of the guy she actually wants. So she's like, well, if I can't have all of him, at least I can have some of him. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm saying, this is why a lot of guys have a hard time with dating and struggle in the dating game, is because they don't realize, a lot of guys don't realize that they're the guy that she's using. You see what I'm saying?
And it's still, and Locario, it still works out in the end, because it's like, despite the guy losing, I guess, the utilized guy, it still works out in the end, because she gets the house, the family, and the kids, and she still gets her sexual needs met on the side indiscriminately.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and this is what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. Where we talk about why so many guys are giving up on dating and feeling some type of way is because most of the guys that women would use are having a hard time attracting women because most women have access to a lot of guys that they want. You see what I'm saying? But the guys that they want aren't going to stick with them in most cases. So then what's going to happen is that they'll fall back on the guys that they are using. You see what I mean? That's how it works.
Because that's the blanket of security. That's what
exactly.
Those guys are.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, real quick, Locario, I kind of seen this situation play out in real life without even knowing it. Like before I started watching you, Miles, and everybody. Like at my old job, right? This girl that used to come in there who I hollered at, right? And we went out a couple of times or whatnot. But one day there was this like guy, I guess, who would always come in and pick her up. The thing is, I didn't know that they were together until I seen them leave together and talking. And the thing is, I used to talk to this dude because he used to speak to me a lot at my job. When he would come in, I didn't realize he was picking her up though. But they were married. And you know, one thing I remember, he was telling me about the shit that he was like doing for her as far as like planning special events for her and shit like that. But then one day I'm at the courthouse, right? One week I'm at the courthouse because I had to take care of some legal situations involving some traffic things. But I seen them both there, and when he seen me there, he dapped me up, said what's up to me, and he informed me that they were actually getting a divorce. So in the way he was telling me about her, he was trying to make her seem like she was the worst person and stuff like that. And how he kept trying to work it out, but she wouldn't budge on anything and whatnot. So it's like she never really wanted this dude.
Oh yeah,
he was just convenient for the time. And then I guess she finally got tired of him and decided I got to get out of this situation because it's really draining me more than it used to. So it's like, you know.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. But that's how it usually goes in a lot of these cases. So women get in these situations, they know that they're not really feeling to do, but he's useful for the time being, and then she sort of discards him once it becomes too much, or she feels a certain type of way, or she's tired of it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I appreciate the call, fam. I'm gonna holler at you. April's right. She said you need to donate some more because that was like 2 stories. But
yeah, I will.
Yes,
I will. I'm gonna send more when I get off the phone.
All right, brother. But I appreciate the call, fam. I'm gonna holler. Peace.
Nah,
peace.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. I think 331 was trying to call in. So this is the last call. We ended this right here. 331, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, Locario. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Where'd you donate?
Hold on. I'm trying to cut you off on the YouTube. Okay, so I had a quick question. My name's Daniel. I donated to your PayPal. It might pop up under Mark Wright.
Okay, I got you.
Christopher.
All right. What's going on?
No, so I had a quick question. So I got a woman I'm finna cut her off. Well, no, right now I'm trying to, in my heart, how I feel, but I'm not trying to go with my feelings. So I feel I should cut this woman off, right? Cause so it'll be like different little shit that I'll check, right? But then it'll always be something else that I don't like that she does. Like, so for example, she was supposed to come over this afternoon, right? So I call her. No. I text her. I was like, I'm on my way home from work. Ooh, she called me. She said something happened with her dad or whatever the fuck. So I tell her, okay, so when you think you finna slide this way? And she asked me why. And that just rubbed me the wrong fucking way.
Wait, hold on, but wait, real quick. So we got to know how long you been talking to this chick?
8 months.
8 months. So 8 months. Okay, so this is a girl you actually dating and shit. So and it's been 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you said she's flying out. So this where she live in a different city, state, country? Like what?
No flying. This is we in the same city as Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. But with this specific situation, okay, I'll give you a few other examples too. Okay, so it'll be one time, cause she'll spend the night, and it was one time I woke up and I was like, man, what you gonna be?
Wait, she's spending the night, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you fucking up. Go ahead. When's the first time she spent the night? At what month?
Man, it took maybe like 2.5. In
2.5 months, she's spending the night?
Hey, listen, I'm still learning this game, Locario. That's why I'm on the call.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. So
I'm still learning this game. That's why I'm on the call with you. So the first instance of disrespect I felt was one time I woke up and I was like, okay, so what you finna feed us today, right? And it was in a joking way because I joke a lot, right? And the bitch gonna tell me, don't ask me that, right? And so I kind of checked that at first, but then it'll be different shit like today. I ask her, okay, when you finna come, right? It ain't nothing but an easy, this time I might be in an hour and a half, hour. Ooh, she gonna ask me why and say, what else you got to do? So that makes me feel like she don't value my time.
But caller, do you know why she's acting this way, man?
Why?
It's because so the reason why she acting this way is because you're doing way too much too soon. So you've done way too much with this woman without her having to earn it. You understand what I'm saying? And also what happened is that you continue to deal with her after she disrespected you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so now this is where. Okay, so is there a difference between disrespect and having to check a bitch?
No, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you felt like you had to check her because she disrespected you. I'm saying she disrespected you because you're doing too much. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So what I'm saying is that when you first meet women, right? You're not supposed. So you said you was having this chick spend a night in 2 months. It's only been 2 months. You understand what I'm saying? And what it sounds like is that you're giving her boyfriend energy, and she's not your girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're. So what I'm saying is that when you do too much with a woman, at the beginning she starts to feel entitled, and she doesn't respect you. That's what I'm saying. Respect happens when the woman understands she has to earn her position. Do you see what I mean? And what I'm saying is, so this is what I'm saying. You gave her way too much access to you too soon. So she's spending the night. You're telling her that like y'all trying to cook and eat, and I bet y'all went on a few dates and shit, right? Y'all went on a bunch of dates, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. So you've given the woman all of this energy before she's earned it. Let me ask you a question, right? Check this out. If a person works at a company, right? Can they become vice president of the company in 2 months?
Yeah, no.
Right. And if a person came into the company and they was in the mailroom the first day and they said, hey, you know what? Listen, we want to make you the vice president. You know, you've been here for 2 months. We want to make you the vice president. Do you think that person is going to actually respect that company and really take it seriously? They're like, wait a second, they just made me vice president. I could kick my feet up and do whatever the fuck I want. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could do whatever. I'm running the show here. Fuck out of here. You can't tell me shit. I'm the vice president. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens to a woman when you give her too much too soon. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what you were supposed to do. Okay, let me ask you this. When you first met her, where'd y'all meet? How'd you meet her?
We met in the parking lot. I was parking lot pimping.
Okay, cool. You met at the parking lot. Cool. So what you were supposed to do is you're supposed to invite her to the crib. You know, the next time y'all see each other or that night, you invite her to the crib, y'all smash. You send her ass home. You understand? Then you hit her up again next week, and then you have sex with her, send her ass home. You hit her up again the week after that or 2 weeks later. You hit it, send her ass home. That's it. So you should have just been fucking this woman for the first 3 months. And then once she's been consistent with that, then you say, you know what? Let's go out and get something to eat after we fuck or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're slowly giving her more time and energy and attention. That's how you're supposed to slowly give her stuff. You done gave her everything in 2 months.
Yeah, you definitely right. And that was before you dropped the vetting process, but I'm definitely going to grab it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you got to go to shoplocario.com and get master the vetting process immediately. You got to get that. You got to learn how to, because this is what I'm saying. Every time you don't vet women correctly, this is the type of shit that's going to happen every time. That's why she's asking you, talking about why. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I mean? She's like, that's why she's acting that way. Because you've allowed her to disrespect you already, and she's still there. So she's like, oh, I can say whatever to this nigga. I don't give a fuck. He ain't gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I get it, because I don't know. I'm still learning, but
Right.
I appreciate that.
Right.
And like you say, if a motherfucker make me feel some type of way, like me as my me, you know what I'm saying? Not as like what generally people would say is disrespectful or anything. I should just charge it, right?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like this situation, you need to charge. This situation's done. You've already fucked some. Again, I always tell you guys, sometimes you got to charge a chick to the game because you fucked up. So in this situation, you fucked up, so you got to charge it to the game. You basically spilled grape juice on a white shirt. You got to throw the whole shit away. You see what I'm saying? To start fresh with another chick, because this chick ain't gonna respect you. That's over. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Now, my last quick question, right? 10 seconds. Now, so I'm the type of nigga, I like to go have drinks. Would you say going out to have drinks, just like a quick drink, I'm not buying nothing, I'm spending like, maybe $45 doing this? Or meeting a bitch for the first time? Because that's just how I do it. Then I get there and I get the vibe started and all that.
Yeah. If you
going a little bit too much?
No, if you meet a chick, like let's say you meet a chick online, or you meet a chick, in the street or whatever, you could let's get together, get a drink, you feel her out, right? And then if you see she a cool chick, then you can either smash that night or smash the next time you see her. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you can go out and fill her out. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to keep going on a bunch of dates and doing all other stuff. But go get the vetting process, because I tell you everything step by step on how to do this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm finna cop that tomorrow. I appreciate it, Locario.
Yes,
I appreciate the game. Have a good one.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So guys, we about to wrap this up. Let me kill the phone lines real quick. Let me answer these questions real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Hold on. Let me see where we at. Okay, so this says, do you have a program on how to properly execute a date, what to talk about, and what to avoid? Yes, go to badboymembership.com. I have a bunch of programs on different things to do on a date. I have one called first dates that lead to first dates that create sexual attention. I have another one, 15 things not to do on a first date. I got all that stuff on there. So go check that out at Bad Boy Membership. Where was we at with the other questions? So this says, what about Money Locario getting a job isn't working for me? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about it now. Okay, this says, if you give a woman instructions and she tells you why it's an automatic cut, also I've peeped. Oh, okay. I think this is the guy that just called in. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for that one. All right, cool. So we're about to wrap this up. What's today? Today's Wednesday. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll be on again. Remember, guys, we have a few days left to get this program. Go to shoplocario.com. Get that shit going. You'll feel me? What men wish they knew about women with myself in April. The game is heavy. Hidden gems about dating you don't know but should. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go there, get that. It is on sale from now up until March 15th. So make sure that you guys go get that and get that going. All right. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will holler at y'all later. And remember, people, that the truth is inside you. And I am out of here. Peace. The dating game sucks for you, doesn't it? I know. And the reason why it sucks is because there's certain things that you don't know about women and dating. And this is why you should get my new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you one big mistake you're making on the first date that puts you directly in the friend zone. I'm going to talk about texting mistakes you're making to turn women off. And I'm also going to teach you how to be the sexually attractive guy that women want to hook up with and or be in a long-term relationship with, and much more. Now, in this program, program, I have my lady, April MC, and she's gonna be telling you the truth from a woman's perspective about what makes a woman attracted to you. All right, so make sure that you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy of this audio program, and it's on sale from now up until March 15th. Okay, so make sure you go to shoplocario.com and get your copy today. And that's pretty much it. And I'm out of here, guys. And remember, the